ti hàn látẹ̀kọ́ pò. Ó parí.
Good. Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tajo 360. If you're new here, Tajo is the Anujide Olarawaju, where I document everything and anything about Tajo, of course. Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you what it feels like, or what Lagos looks like when it rains. Come along. So it was Saturday, guys, and my family and I decided to embark on a journey to Ota. Ota is in Ogun State, Nigeria. If you're watching this video outside of Nigeria, Ogun State or Ota is in Ogun State and is in Nigeria. Okay, I'm already rambling. So we started this journey, and before we knew it, the rain came pouring. It was raining cats and dog. It was thunderous, hailstorm, everything mixed together. The next set of videos will show you what I'm saying. See, at this point, we thought about going back home. I was asking myself, who sent us message? Taloro Wanshe. I just decided to translate this to Yoruba. Who actually sent us? You would hear in this video how we're discussing whether or not to go back on this journey of no return. So me already asking you that should we go back home because the fear of rain. So after much deliberation, we continued on this journey. At some points, we saw traffic. We now started doing Google Maps, show us the way out of this. And then eventually we went through another route. I mean, Google Map rerouted the journey, and then we faced Ikeja. From Ikeja, we navigated our way back to Abulegba area, and that's where this began. By the time I pan this video to my right, you're gonna see so much water. There was so much water that I was wondering. At that point, I started having flashes of news that states, water has carried people away. The reason I was even more worried is because I know how the reaction is for me when I see people maybe driving in the rain or in a flooding situation or trying to walk into a flooded area. And so for me, I was at this point wondering, and you're the same person that used to criticize people who are doing this, and you're the one doing this same thing that you criticize people of, you are doing the exact same thing. The water was so bad that it went into the boots. It went everywhere, but thankfully not into the vehicle, like while we were seated in the vehicle. It didn't touch us inside the vehicle, but it touched things inside the car. It touched some things. This journey was it was something that I had to just be hopeful about, because I mean, you can be driving this moment and the next moment you don't know where the car is going to land itself, because you don't even know what is waiting for you ahead of the journey. You don't know if you're going to encounter more water or more flood, especially when there's a standstill, right? We were at a point for almost 2 hours just waiting, not knowing what was happening in front. I even jokingly said, last month people are not outside today, but we're just there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. There was so much water gushing out from this canal to another point. It was an experience for us. Trust me, it was an experience. So this is the Abulegwa side of Lagos State, and this is another flooded area that I was able to capture on our journey to Otta. We're still not at Otta, and trust me, at this point, we had spent about 2 hours plus at this point. You can see this vehicle has already broken down inside the water. This one is not getting, this one actually went through the journey of no return. The keke right there, or the tricycle in the water, right? You can see this much water. And I was just thinking, if you are living in this area, it just means you are trapped. What if there was need for medical emergency, or there's something really important that needed to have been done outside of your home? It just means that you're trapped. You can't go anywhere else. There were also some market women outside, and for me, it just looks like that day, this particular Saturday, was not going to be a profitable one for them, because people will not want to step into this water to go and buy from them. You can see them in this video, right? No one wants to buy pepper that you don't know if you're going to step into this water, and with you and the pepper, you meet yourself at the canal, right? You don't know where how the journey is going to go stepping into this water. The fact that there are also blind spots, you don't know if you're stepping into a gutter or drainage system. I'd seen other in this video, there are other parts of this video shows some really blind spots that it would really take God to rescue someone who falls into such a ditch. I know some people prefer the raining season and some prefer the heat or the hot period, but I want to ask, what season, what Nigerian weather? We don't have snow, we don't have winter, right? We don't have spring, but what Nigerian weather would you prefer? Would you prefer the raining season, or would you prefer when everywhere is so hot? For me, I prefer the hot period though. I love the hot weather, right? Because I feel like I can cope. I can really cope. Maybe it would just be putting up measures that would ensure that you are well, you're taking care of your skin looks well. Invest in hand fans. There are some fans now that you don't have to use your blood, sweat and energy to power it. You could use batteries, rechargeable fans, right? That's the way you can actually manage or survive during the hot weather. But if I were to ask you, or if you were to answer this question, what Nigerian weather would you prefer? What Nigerian weather would that be? Would it be when the weather is very hot, or would it be when it's very cold, or do you like the Harmattan season? You can drop your comments in the comment section, and I'll be interacting with you there. So let's go back to this video. So in the midst of all of these things happening, I decided to just turn the camera to my face and sing along while the video, or while the song that was playing at the moment played. Enjoy. So after a while, we left Abulegba. We were able to find our way to Otta, but then little did we know that there was still more waiting for us ahead. This signboard shows "Welcome to Otta." At this point, we were told that Ojore was blocked, so we had to navigate to pass somewhere else. And this is the somewhere else that they navigated us to pass. Can you see the color of this water? Can you see the color of this water? Hey, join me to scream, hey, this person's keke has broken down inside the water. This was where we were asked to pass. Very muddy. If you look at the tires after this journey, it was so dirty. I saw this man going into the water, and I'm like, ha, what if the car just breaks down in the midst of this water? What will happen to us? But it did not break down. Abby, okay, so we continued. But there was more waiting in front. So the plan was to watch this vehicle ahead of us pass through the water. So use him as a guide to know where exactly was safe enough for us to go. But there were some very impatient people behind that kept on horning and asking us to move, right? Now you would see what the cost of impatience was going to lead to, or how the cost of impatience was going to lead to someone's downfall. It was funny.
Ó ti hàn látẹ̀kọ́ pò. Ó parí.
Good. Babe, watch. People in front, they're the ones that you should follow. When there's flood, you say no, you want to do Olori
I
Koko.
think it's by Rafo.
It's not by Rafa, it's not by Jeep. Oh, Magbe Kalon. So here's the backstory. This guy had been disturbing the whole community with his horn. He wanted us to move out of the way. Eventually overtook us and ran into a ditch that he did not see because of the flood. And the flood was about taking his vehicle away. In fact, one of the men outside just said, Awolo. Let me translate that to you in English. It means someone is about to die, or someone has died, or someone is about to pass on, or something like that. But it was funny. See, the moment this happened, or after this had happened to him, he was so humble, and it was like someone just poured kudos on his body. He was so humble. Well, we allowed him to pass or to go in front of us. At this point, there were also some guys, you can see them already right in this video, who were trying to pass vehicles. Back on the road. So all thanks to God, we got to our destination. It wasn't a journey of no return. After spending almost 5 hours driving from home to Ota, it was such a relief to know that we could now get on the road. We could see coal tar and not mud and flood and all of those things. So if you've been wondering what it looks like when it rains in Lagos, this is a sneak peek of what Lagos looks like when it rains. My name is Anuluakwa Jideolarwaju. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.